One. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I am Shadow Under 888, and today I am going to be starting a Let's Play that I wanted to do for a long ass time and only recently got the ability to do. If you haven't guessed yet, it's a Let's Play of Xcom Enemy Within. Now, a while ago on my channel, I had one for my Roxio as a test, but my Roxio hated me because my laptop exploded. Now, before I do anything, I need to get a couple of disclaimers out there. Number one, I'm not going into this blind in the slightest. XCOM is one of my favorite games of all time. I won't be doing any of the tutorial stuff. So if you want the tutorial stuff, you'll have to check out somewhere else, but I figure most anyone that's going to be watching a Let's Play has probably already seen a shit ton of the tutorial stuff. So no pussy shit here, we're just going to jump right in. I also play with a certain settings on that won't really change much about the game from what you're visually seeing, but as I'm saying at the game, you'll see it. What else should I disclaim? Oh yes, if you are very religious, I guarantee you the series will offend you, for I plan on using religious figures to make up my XCOM army. But you know, who else would fight off the alien threat but all the prophets of various gods from various religions? Which, I, just so I don't make anyone angry, that doesn't mean I'm going to be doing Muhammad. I know that's something you don't do. And as a final disclaimer, for this video only, maybe others, I'm not entirely sure, I do in fact have Roxon behind me, and he's spending the night. He does that every now and then. He basically lives at my house. Say hi, Roxon.
Hey yo, what's up?
So, if he does things, I apologize. He won't be there all the time, but when he is, I can't completely control him. I asked him nicely, but he may just spontaneously decide to spin kick me in the side of the head. I'm not sure. But with all those disclaimers and a lot of menu staring out of the way, let's get this started. I think I'm going to be playing on normal. Advanced options, no tutorial, Operation Prime and Slingshot, yes. Iron Man mode, because I don't like the save scum. Reduce, beginner version 0. Basically, it won't sit there and tell you 300 times, don't blow up thy shits! Or whatever it is they say. Now, here's the stuff I was talking about. I got the Slingshot DLC when it came out, so I have all this stuff. So I always have on Not Created Equally, Hidden Potential, not Training Roulette, or any of those. I just have those two on. All that really does is it makes the characters more individual, because any soldier you get just out of the gate has their own set of skills and what have you, and when they level up, they get an increase in random skills. So I think I've shown you enough of the menu. If any menu watchers are very happy with this video thus far, I'm going to be very disappointed when I press the start button and officially start this. Would you like to enable that experience? No, don't enable that experience. And now we are met by a loading screen. This game does have a couple of loading screens, but nothing too long. I am playing the 360 edition if you didn't catch on to that. Those who play with the devil's toys will be brought by degrees to wield his sword. By Buckminster Fuller. He had a rough childhood. And basically, as you can probably tell, Earth is kind of fucked. Even the protagonist from GTA 3, as you just saw there, is getting attacked. Or at least that's what I assumed it was. He had the hair. Giving a dramatic silence to build up tension. And so the aliens basically have the same tactics as Joker: bomb the place and gas them. So yeah, DC reference there, more copyright. But Earth has seen better days. Green gas is taking people away. Basically, everything's fucked. I mean, those people have been turned into creatures of pure Listerine. A worser fate I could not think. Illegal.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the Xcom project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed.
Are our band of merry men. We have big plans for you guys. Very big plans. Now, so...
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, there we go. Now it's allowed... Now can I speak? Sorry! Also, thing I forgot to say. As is with most of my videos, I do not have sound, so I may speak over cutscenes. I apologize. I probably should have set up subtitles, but in this particular game, there isn't a lot you really need to hear as far as dialogue, and it just becomes more of a hassle. So I'm going to go with Africa, because Africa gives you the best bonus, because you see here in North America, all aircraft and aircraft weapons cost 50% less to purchase, build, and maintain. Personally, I don't find aircraft all that useful. Aircraft, they're handy, they let you take down big shit, but the worst that happens if they get away is they take down a satellite, which does fuck shit up a bit, but it's definitely not a big deal. Europe, laboratories and workshops cost 50% less to build and maintain. That's kind of useful. I mean, laboratories and workshops costing less. I don't usually buy more than one and just get all of my engineers and researchers from missions. So that's not something we really need to look into. Asia, all projects in Foundry and the Officer Training School cost 50% less. That one is feasibly useful because those end up getting pretty expensive for like $200 or something, which in this game is quite a lot, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering you are like the leader of all of the greatest things in all of the world and you have $20 and half-eaten Kit Kat. But you make it work. And then South America, autopsies and interrogations are complete instantly. See, that is actually pretty handy in the Enemy Within expansion. And mainly for the fact of autopsies and interrogations get you most of your gene implant upgrades. But I'm going to go with Africa because it just straight up gives you more money. What I find I lack a lot is money. I blow it like completely. I try to keep it, but there's just so much shit that you need to get done that I find it hard to hold on to money. So gonna go to Africa. Besides, it's in the center of the world. Makes the most amount of sense.
We're heading to South Africa for this one, and we need to get down there fast. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area.
Alright. He said his piece. He will say that a lot, so I let you hear it this one time. Don't plan on hearing it every time because it gets annoying. Alright, now, this is the game. It is I guess the best thing you can call it is a tactics game. Except, it's... Actually, no, there isn't a lot different from a lot of other games, except for the fact of your decisions have a lot of impact. because at any moment you can just die because you made a stupid decision with one of your characters, and they don't come back, which was a big selling point for this game. Like, it was basically how they sold the game was your characters don't. Well, actually, no, they sold it by saying, "Hey, it's that game you played a while ago," which unfortunately I never personally got the chance to play. It was before my time, but only just. Like, if I had been playing games when I was 3 and not talking to cows out in the country, then perhaps, but that's not how it turned out. Alright, so our first alien encounter. We have the sectoids. They're pretty basic. Nothing too scary. You can kill them with pretty much anything in the game. Eventually, even pistols will kill them in one shot. But this guy has a shitty chance to hit. But I'm going to take that shot anyway, because I am early. And it paid out for me. Because he kicked his ass. Shot him right in the mouth. But they don't really have mouths, but yeah. The sectoids aren't really a problem. The only time you ever have a real problem with a sectoid is when said sectoid has something else around it, like a sectoid commander, another sectoid, or in this expansion, a not a sectopod, mechtoid, that's what it's called. In which case, if you're dealing with any of those, they just make them stronger. In the case of a commander or even another sectoid, not by much. But it's enough to become a problem. Why? She's the second one to have white hair. Why am I dealing with just a group of senior citizens? You know what? We heard that you need soldiers to help save the world, so we raided the elderly home. And we got these guys. I don't know, I tried to picture out one time. This guy's blonde and can shoot things. Good. And now here's a woman. Oh, see. Yeah, in case you don't know how the game works, anywhere in the blue is where I can move feasibly. If I go outside the blue, then they'll take up 2 actions. You only have 2 actions per turn. And so you can, like, for example, if I were to go up to this bit of cover, I can then go into Overwatch, which will just mean I will shoot at the first thing that comes anywhere near me. But if I were to have dashed, it just would have ended my turn once I got anywhere. The only other real thing you need to know besides advanced things about guns and whatnot that I will most likely tell you about once I get to them, if it turns out later on I'm a liar and I just assume you know these things, I apologize. I'm in a different mindset at the time, most likely. But the only other thing you really need to know at this point is how the cover works, and it's very simply, you either have no cover, half cover, which is that, or full cover. Full cover just, it makes you a tank. You are very hard to hit, and you usually have pretty good shots from it. Half cover, you usually have better shots from it than you do in full cover, even though in full cover you still have pretty good shots. The only problem is you get half the bonus for being in cover. And also the amount of bonus you get from being in cover changes between character. Looks like my grenade's not gonna hit. The grenades just do what grenades you would think they would do. You have one you can bring into battle, and they just blow things up. Wow, that dude sucks. I almost said a French racial slur, and that would have done nothing, but I'm trying to get used to being on the internet or public media in which people can very easily sue my ass, so... Which is a very hard thing to get used to, considering most of my life is just spent breaking copyright. But... It is what it is. Seriously? First mission and someone's already dead. I liked her. I'm gonna die for killing her. Not for any reason. Why is your name Vanya? That sounds like a woman's name. I'm gonna blow you the fuck up for killing whatever her name was. She meant a lot to me, clearly. She meant a lot to me. What was her name again? Alright. that is one mission done, and about a long time of giving disclaimers and explaining how the game works. And that's about 15 minutes in. So once we get back to base, I think I'll call the video. And back at base, let's see.
Welcome to Xcom HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
And alright, there you go. Oh, gotta promote our units. Alright, looks like this dude is a shotgunner, and he is a sniper. She's dead, so she's not anything. Oh sweet, I got a medal. I think what I'm probably gonna do is...
Commander, you can now honor our soldiers by awarding
either I'm going to have a separate video for creating the characters, but that'll only be once I got a full team of 4 characters that all have a set class, and then I'll just do another separate video for the other 2, which will be a lot shorter. Or at the beginning of the next episode, I'm just going to customize those 2 and wait for more to be able to be customized. But I think I have spent enough time playing this as of now. This has been Shadowender 888. Don't die after watching this video, and have a pleasant day.